Hello and welcome along. Today on Thornton Farm, we're going to be doing some spraying. So we've got our coon sprayer here attached up to the Cow Edition Vultra. We're going to jump in this and we're going to start off with field 13. But first we need to go and fill up with some fertilizer. So we'll head round to our fertilizer tank, which is in the other half of our farm. And load up with that. So we'll get all this done first. After that, our cows and our pigs are going to need feeding. Our pigs have actually run out of food, so we're going to have to purchase some for them, which we'll do next episode. But for now, we're just going to get... We're doing this first because basically the shop isn't open yet. Is how I'm playing it in game. So we'll get the spraying done early on, and then we will go and find some food for our pigs as their productivity is right down. I think they do breed in the summer, but less than they do in the spring. So we don't want to leave that too much. And this is our last fertilization before harvest. So we need to get this in. We need to get this done. Without this, we don't hit that sweet spot of the third fertilization. And therefore, a huge harvest of field 13. Because we did manage to plough 13 as well. So 13's had the full whack. It should be a full set of for harvest. So the 50% bonus for ploughing. Sorry, not the 50%. 10% for ploughing, and then 10% for each stage of fertilizing. Yeah, we're not quite the full whack because. So if we look here. Game extension, so it's 57% growth at the moment. So we are going to pop out, and we'll use GPS on this because this is quite a wide sprayer. We are doing some damage to the crop, so that's intriguing. Because we have got crop row tires on everywhere, it must not be recognizing it on our sprayer. So that's intriguing. Right, how far out are we? Let's see. Oh, there is our edge. So move our edge over. For this. It's not doing a full width. Okay. So reverse out. So it is only the sprayer that's doing this. Whoa. That's doing this crop destruction. So we'll auto width. And then move over. There we go. Set it. Turn it on, and away we go. There we are. So yeah, it would appear that our sprayer does not have crop row tires on, because it is causing crop destruction. So we'll have to watch that. We do have an offset, so we will reset that. Hopefully, then that will keep us nice and straight. Yeah, wow, we do have some serious crop destruction from this sprayer. That's slightly disappointing. Because it's doing some really wide crop destruction on some of this as well. Maybe it's the height of the... Well, no, because our our tractor itself isn't doing any crop destruction. It's just our sprayer. Bring that in a bit. Whoa. I managed to turn the sprayer off as part of the... Oh, this is not good. So our crop destruction... our sprayer is doing crop destruction, but... because I turned the tractor off... There we go. We've done a whole pile of crop destruction there that I didn't mean to. So, yeah, that's not good. But we'll keep going. Yeah, I am somewhat disappointed by that. This sprayer doing crop destruction like that. We might have to grab the other sprayer, I think. Because the whole point of putting the row crop tyres on the tractor is to avoid this happening. Back on the straight and narrow, on the right path. So when it beeps, that is the point we want to turn. And then we will go round and do the headlands afterwards. It's not taking up, it's not using up a lot of fertilizer at the moment, which is very good. Hopefully this entire tank will take us around the rest of the field. With any luck. Well, I think we're over, we're nearly halfway anyway. There we go. There we are. Working out exactly where we should be is quite challenging with this depth of crop. At least when we come to harvest this, we will have some rows to follow, which will be quite nice and quite useful. And it is a little more realistic from that point of view, in that we will have tram lines in the field, as I said, but it's just a little disappointing that the tractor isn't causing any of them, but the sprayer is. Right, so I see the green line. It is there. So that's where we want to turn in. And then we're just going to connect these areas up when we do the headland. We get these done, and then we can also get hopefully field. Well, we're going to do 29 next, because 29 is a fairly big field. So hopefully we can get that done in the time as well. And if we're lucky, we'll get field 30 sprayed as well. And once we've done that, that is all of our crops being sprayed. And having sprayed all of our crops, we will then be ready for the harvest. Oh, Oh, we were slightly off then. Yeah, and then we're going to go round. On our next turn, we will go round the edge of the field. We'll hug the edge. For our headlands. When it beeps at us. There we go. Right. So now we just need to make sure we get this headland right. And that should then will be very well set up, because we will then have all 3 stages. So we're actually losing less crop than we're going to gain by doing this, thankfully. We're not going to lose 10% of the field to this. So now we will try and match our existing tram lines. If we can do that, then we will we'll do quite well. Right. Not so well there, though. Trying to avoid destroying extra crop. Like we did there. Wow. That was not good. So follow this one round. We probably don't actually need to do the spray along here. So I'll turn it off. There we go. And then turn it back on so that we can turn down here and do this side of the field. It's about the right distance that we are, so that's good. It does work out the point at which you would need to be turning is quite good. It works it out really well. Right, and this will just bring us to the last little bit. And that will then be the whole field covered. And we're going to exit at this bottom entrance here. Right, and we can fold up now. And out we go. There we are. Right, so turn off GPS and we will head for our next field, which is field 29. Just trying to figure out, I think, no, we've already filled, we should be fine. I'll go through here, around here. My hope is this will that field 29 will take slightly less time. It is a smaller field, so this shouldn't be a problem. And we go. Up and over the bridge. Now the entrance, there are two possible entrances. I think we will probably go in the one on this side. The crops are looking very nice and healthy down this end, which is good, which is very good. We need the corn for the pigs, which is why we've got to buy pig food. We're only going to buy a day's worth of pig food, because the hope is that we are going to be in a position to be able to feed our pigs separately very soon. Fold out. See if while that's folding out we can't close the gates and get them out of the way. There we go. Right, so turn it on and away we go. So we're going to start with the headland this time on this field. This is soybeans. So the idea of this is that it should make it easier for us when we come to use the actual GPS on here. Go. Yeah, this should be slightly quicker. It is a slightly smaller field. There we are. Lift that up slightly so that we're not catching any of the actual crop with it. And a little bit wide there, but that's okay. It'll all even out in the end. It's a little bit wonky at this end of the field anyway. Going a little bit wide at the bit where it's where we don't need to worry about it. There we go. Field 30 should be a really quick spray, which is why I've left it till last. There we are. And we'll head back to our original start point. There we go. So we'll turn GPS on at this point. And set a new course based on where I am. And there we go. So while we do have some overlap, you can see it there. We have quite a bit of overlap, to be honest. But this should work a lot better now. We'll see how close we got. Yeah, not bad at all. Right, so there's our mark, and there's the green. So doing it this way, with having the row crop in there already, or the having it in there shows us exactly where our green line is, where we need to turn back, and gives us the space to be able to see it. And it means that it makes the whole thing a little bit easier. Alright, so turning. Turning. So I think we only have one more spray to do on this field. Yeah, one more row should cover us for everything. And then we can get field 30 done as well. So, yeah. Final stage to fertilizing. And it all looks grand. Right, and then in here. So you see why I wasn't so worried about overlapping. The first bit here, we're actually only covering a very small bit in comparison to what we covered on the headland. And in fact, it'll be a little bit of that case the whole way along this side, actually, looking at it. Now, I don't know if we have enough fertilizer to do field 30. We will see how far we get, I think. And that is just about it, yeah. So fold in, and we'll head back to the entrance. Open the gates, and over to field 30. We have 13% left. That might be enough to do it, it might not. You shall see very soon. So again, turn GPS off to start with. Fold it out. see how far we get on the 12% of fertilizer that we have. Yeah, we are not going to have enough, judging by how much we've used just doing that little bit of headland. I would be amazed if we had enough to get the whole way around this field, let alone doing the rest of it. Probably done with topping up before we left, before we started this, but we'll see how far we get with this. I would prefer not to top up, basically. The trick here will be not retreading stuff we've already done, which we did a little bit of in the other fields. As a result, we will probably use GPS less on this field. Right, down to 6%. I think we might just get the headlands done by the looks of things. If we're lucky. Yeah, and we might have to go and top up a little bit. As we're at 2%. 1%. Oh. You know what? It's going to be really close. Edges there. Oh. That's really annoying. That's a tiny bit we're missing. Yeah. So I'll fold this up. So I will get that finished off camera, seeing as it's a really tiny bit and I've just got to run back to the main yard, grab a really small bit of fertilizer and come back. But what I will do in the meantime is we will stop here. So yes, I am going to leave it there for now. But what we will do is I will finish that little tiny bit off camera. But for you guys, I will say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.